Topic for today. I have received plenty of emails and people have inboxed me on to discuss. This is for women. This broadcast or this is for women today. Women, we're talking to you. Okay, so a lot of people have, emailed me, text me, inbox me, left messages asking why women repeatedly go back to men that have hurted them or men that they know is no good for them, but they still continue to attract those type of men and go back to those type of men. Well, this is not an easy answer or a quick answer or a quick fix, but it goes back to your childhood as a little girl. It goes back to your childhood as a little girl, being accepted. You want to be accepted, and it has a lot to do with your father. The love and the acceptance that your father gave to you as a little girl. And if you didn't experience that, you keep looking for that. And anybody who give you a little acceptance, then you run with it. And you keep going back because you're holding on to the little that they give to you. Well, Blackberry, how do I deal with this? You deal with it by reminding yourself you better. And you accept who you are. You love who you are. You thank your daddy. You forgive him for him not being there. But you got a life to live. And you got a husband that's waiting on you. But until you accept who you are physically and mentally, you will not be able to attract that man into your life. Because he's going to love you by the acceptance that you have for yourself. That you don't need this, that to make you a woman. You're a woman without this, that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have all the men like you. You just want that one to like you. That one to love you. That one that he will lay down his own life, his own vision to make sure you okay. And he's out there. And he's waiting for you. He can't connect with somebody. And he don't understand why, because that's not who God called him to connect to. But his wife is so busy trying to go after things that's not for her that she missing out on the things that is for her. And if you felt like you've been in a situation and you say, hey, you meet somebody, he's not on your standards, he's not on your level, but you want to go out with him, hang out with him, this and that, and something end up happening that you didn't want to happen, but it did, and you regret it. And then now you got this person in your life, and he's starting to treat you like trash, and you didn't even like him in the beginning, and you still don't like him, and you don't know why you have feelings for him. Because what you did, you created those feelings. And it didn't have anything to do with sex. You created those feelings over a present of time. Once you get used to something or you keep doing something so repeatedly again and again and again, you adapt to that environment. And you begin to like that. You begin to like any little attention that somebody gives to you. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you have to detach yourself by realizing you didn't want that in the beginning. It was like a devil. It sneaked its way in on you, but it might as well sneak its way in out of you, because that's not what you want. And you will always be hurt in those type of relationships because you're trying to make somebody be who they are not. Amen. And never, ever, ever, ever try to make somebody want you when they don't. If they don't want you, that's a good enough answer for you to run as fast as you can from them. Even though it may hurt then, but it'll hurt even worse for you to be hooked up with somebody who already told you they don't want to be with you. And don't let them just use you for sex, to kiss on your body, lick on your body, or anything like that. No is a no. If you don't want to be with me, you don't want to have sex with me, and you don't want to gyrate on me, and you don't want to kiss passion Mars and all this other stuff on me. So if you don't want me, you don't want me, cut me off and let me move on. Okay? Because this is not a hit or miss situation. And those things that you're going to have to stand up to, those things that you're going to have to live by, those things that you're going to have to make decisions. Should I or should I not? Just like Eve was in the garden and the serpent came up and he told her to bite that apple, and she said, I can't bite that apple. God told me I'll surely die. He said, you won't surely die. No, she won't surely die, but he didn't tell her she was going to be just like she did when she go through all that pain in life for just biting that apple that she didn't really want anyway. It was somebody influencing her to bite the apple. She didn't want that apple. You don't want that nigga. Excuse me for the expression nigga, N-I-G-G-A. But you didn't want that man. The sin that's on you said go ahead and take that man. But it's consequences. Why deal with consequences? It's easy to be alone and deal with them consequences than get with a man. And then you be hooked up with your consequences and his consequences. And then you really got a problem. So I say, run from situations. Flee. Now, if you're already in that situation, for instance, and you're trying to get out, and I ain't putting down nobody's lifestyle or the situation they in to try to make money and make a way for their family. I'm not putting down no man, no woman by any means, okay? But if you have a master's degree, this just coming from me. If you have a master's degree, I don't suggest you go get a person, a high school dropout, and try to make him your husband. Because it's two different levels of thinking. First of all, he's a high school dropout working at a warehouse plant. The highest he can be is probably the plant manager. Okay? And not even say he'll get that position. But however, you on the other hand, you can go higher because you got education and you got the physical and mentally ability to do other things. Okay? So can I help him and he can get his own business? Of course, he can get his own business, but there's a lot of things he's not going to be able to handle. Why? Because he don't even have a high school education. He's a high school dropout. So you got to be careful who you hook up with. You know, the Bible said be equally yoked. You have to be. Because somebody that you're not equally yoked to and y'all ain't got like minds, then it's going to be destruction within that relationship. You cannot make that man to somebody he's not. You cannot make that woman to somebody she's not. Okay? And even when you do have like minds, it's still going to be situations and consequences within your relationship. Okay? But at least y'all have something together to hold on to that you all have built within your relationship. If you like doing exercises and like going places and traveling, get somebody who like doing the same thing that you like doing. Okay? You like dressing up, looking pretty, get somebody who like to dress up and look pretty too. Don't mess with people who is not like-minded as yourself. Always remember, each day you wake up is a new day. You have a new opportunity to do things that you couldn't do the day before. So if you're going through a situation, it seems like you'll never be able to get out of that situation. The devil is a lie, because each day is a new opportunity for you to change anything you need to change for your safety in your life. Okay? Don't let no situation, no relationship, no other human, no child, no job, no car, no material things to make you feel like you can't go on or tomorrow will be the same as yesterday. No, things never remain the same. Things always change. Always. People change, situations change, circumstances change, seasons change, the weather change, finances change, everything change. So my thing is, know that your situation won't last forever. No matter what comes and goes, you're going to be okay. That's why I always tell people, you don't have to fight with people on who they should be with, who they should not be with. Because if it's meant for them to be with a person, guess what? They're going to be with them regardless of what you say. And if it's meant not for them to be with a person, guess what? They're not going to be with them. No matter how much you want them together, they will not be with them. If it's not God's will and plan for their lives. I don't want my daughter to be with him. He too mean. I don't want my son to be with her. She ain't good enough. Well, I tell you what, I don't know what type of child you got or who you raising, but I say this, if you raise them right from a child to the age they is now, you should be able to trust their judgment, and you should know better. If the person ain't no good, then my son and daughter ain't gonna stay with them anyway. You know what I mean? That's what type of faith you should have, because you know what you instill into them. So you know what they're going to put up with and what they're not going to put up with. But you're not alone in the situation. You're not alone in the situation. And if you slept with somebody and you regretting that you slept with them, oh well. I tell you what, that won't last forever either. That won't last forever. Only thing you'll get feelings that emotional from that person is you repeatedly let them pound inside of you. But if you're not doing that just one time, you can easily get over that. You can easily get over that. And do like my mama always told me, you could deny it and say it didn't even happen. Wasn't no baby from it. So where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? It ain't no evidence. If a baby ain't here, you ain't never had sex. If y'all didn't make no baby, you ain't never had sex. Your word against his. Denied. Denied. Take that one to the grave with you. Deny it. Because if somebody telling me, and I ain't do it, and they keep telling me they ain't do it, and they stick to their story, get what? To me, they ain't do it. To me, they ain't do it. But if they say, oh, I did, but he didn't do it, nope. I didn't do it. All the way. Stick with that same story. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. What you stick with to your way. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Take that to your grave. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to do a part 2 on this. But I tell you, if you want to stop attracting those same knuckleheads, then stop looking that way at them. Stop inviting. Don't accept anything. You know what I mean? Have boundaries. You ain't gonna let this happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And every now and then you might get caught up, but that's just to wake you up to let you know you don't need to get involved with nothing else like that. That's what that's about. That ain't just to pull you down and tell you a bad person, you stupid, you dumb. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a wake-up call to let you know I'll never go back there again. And the reason why. You know, start you a journey and put this stuff in it. Oh, I won't mess with that knucklehead. I don't think I'm better than it, but I tell you I'm better than the situation you're trying to bring in my life. Okay? So know who you dealing with. Don't put everybody in your circle. You know what I'm saying? Draw you a circle. Handpick who you want in your circle. The people who you can trust. The people that you know. It's Team Michelle, Team Lisa, Team Michael, Team Kevin. Those are the people that you let in your life. The people that's against you, don't let them in your square. Don't let them in your circle. You keep them on the outside, looking in, trying to figure out what's going on with you. Okay? So Blackberry signing off. I love y'all. Have a great day. Keep your head up. Holla.